the recording. Hey everybody, how's it going again? My name is Nicholas Lau. I'm an Ambassador 10 from Dallas, Texas with Epic Trading International. Today we're going to have a very quick and concise session to show you how the benefits are of the trade signals, how you can tap into it very quickly, how you can be in a very profitable situation with Epic as soon as you get started. So what I want to do right now, just to lay the foundation, and we're going to go a little bit back and forth here, and then if you have any questions, please put it in the chat box. Try to save them for the end. Write down your questions. We'll buzz through them later. So what I want to do right now is introduce you guys. Well, Ali, are you ready? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I just want to make sure. Good. He's good. All right, everybody. So what I want to introduce you to is your upline leader, Ambassador 50, Ali Saleh. How are you doing?
Oh, brother, I am blessed and highly favored. Can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
Let me get some noise in the chat if you guys can hear me well. Let me get some ones, some threes, some twos. Let me know how you guys feeling today. Let's get a vibe check. Hopefully you guys are doing great. What's up, Ashok? How you doing, my brother? Marianne, good to see you. See everybody's doing well. So, Nicholas, I don't want to take up too much of your time because I know you have a lot that you want to go over today, and we'll tackle it together. But I do want to let everybody know that one of the most important things when it comes to learning how to trade is understanding the basics, and copying and pasting trade alerts, believe it or not, helps you out so much from a trade management perspective and how you're actually looking at the numbers, knowing what to place, and you really want to get all of your mistakes out of the way very early. So obviously I recommend, I'm not even going to recommend, I ask everybody, if this is your first opportunity, your first experience, your first crack at copying and pasting trades or anything with trading, I don't want you losing any money through mistakes, okay? Because trade alerts are trade alerts. Remember, trade alerts are not your trades. Either they're going to win or they're going to lose. It's as simple as that. Our trade alerts do very well, over 80% efficacy. I highly recommend everybody takes those trade alerts, heavily focus on Forex crosses. Having said that, as a newbie, you will make mistakes in copying and pasting. You're going to mess up some stop losses. You're going to place the trade in the wrong pair. It's happened to me. It's going to for sure happen to you. So please use a demo account. And we're going to go over that today. So you're going to want to use a demo account. But look, guys, copying and pasting your trade alerts do two things. Number one, it proves your concept if you're looking to build the business. Okay. If you're looking to build the business, if you're looking to build a team, copying and pasting the trade alert shows to the masses that this is something that works. It's possible, it's plausible, it's something that anybody can do, right? Doesn't matter how busy you are, how not busy you are, how much you understand math, how much you don't understand math, how much you understand charts, how much you don't understand charts, regardless of what's going on in your life. If I can copy and paste and make money, so can you. Okay. So that's conceptually, you want to prove that, number one. Number two, you want to earn while you learn. That's the whole concept here, guys, is to come in here, make money while you trade, right? I'm sorry, make money while you learn, right? As you're going through the amazing Epic University and you're going through the 2-week syllabus and you're jumping into the intermediate session and you're going into these live trading sessions, the idea here is to put yourself in a position to make some money or to see some positive results as you're going through it. So once again, you can really solidify the concept, conceptually understand what's happening in the markets, understanding why we trail a stop loss. Okay. That's a big deal. If you don't know what trailing stop losses are, you're going to eventually learn that as you go through the process. But your Epic University is there to help you through your trade management piece. Okay. So the idea is getting really good at trade management, understanding that trading is making money and that you want to be attentive to your trades. If you place a trade and you forget about it, that's how you know you're not all into your process. Okay. Like every trade I place, I make sure that it's ingrained in my brain that I don't forget about the trade I placed. I have to know I've placed that trade. I have to know before I go to sleep if I'm going to keep the trade open or if I'm going to close it. Okay. The benefits of taking partial trades. I don't know, Nicholas, do you want me to answer some of these questions now, or do we want to continue and we'll kind of answer as we go along?
Yeah, let's kind of, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hook up my phone so we can see the apps, and then maybe you can guide me through it. We can take the questions at the end because I think as we go through the process, it's going to answer a lot of the questions.
Okay, cool. Let's do it, man. Let's run it up. All right, guys, please take notes. Okay, pay close attention. If you have people on your teams who've never copied and pasted or they're new, Get them on this call ASAP.
All right, everybody. Let me just
Take your time, bro.
make sure it's synced correctly.
I'm super pumped for the new year, though. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah. I started sharing the screen. Why is it not sharing?
It's sharing your screen, but not.
It's blank, right?
Yeah.
Let me try it again.
Is your phone a host?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
There we go,
good.
baby. Yes, sir.
Okay, so there's two main things you're going to use here. One is Telegram for the signals, and the other is MetaTrader 4, which you can see right there. All right, so as far as Telegrams go, there are two places that you're going to get your signals from. Number one is from Epic, from the corporate educators. And if you're in the Lion's Den and Winner Circle, we have a specific trade signals that are led by our expert traders, and they have been absolutely on fire. I will even say that they're hitting at a higher rate than even Epic is. So you guys have a real big benefit being on this team, because not only do you get what Epic provides, you get what the Winner Circle and Lion's Den provide, which is a bunch of phenomenal traders. Ali, if you can just touch on some of the people that are actually calling the trades for the team.
Yeah, I sure can. So, guys, we have so a couple of my favorite traders that I like to take trade alerts from is, so first of all, David Schinkel is a really good educator. I'm sure you guys have all been on some of his sessions. David Schinkel was actually one of the first people to ever teach me how to trade Forex. I'm talking about years ago, guys, like 2016, 17 kind of stuff. So he's been in the game for a minute. I like his trade alerts because he doesn't send anything into the group. Like you'll see him share things that are very, very rare, but when he shares them, you want to take a look at them. They're trade ideas. He tells you when to get in, super clean setups, tight stop losses, beautiful swing trades. I really like Sean Bruno's trade alerts. I think Sean Bruno provides very good Forex crosses with his trade alerts. Rosario does provide a lot of Forex crosses as well. So you want to keep an eye on that. Domo 30, guys, he's an amazing trader. He does provide a lot of value, but he's very indice heavy. And unless you have $1,000 in your trading account, don't take his trades. I'm just letting you know that right now. If you're new, if you're under 90 days old, I don't want you taking any US 30s, any SPX 500s, because these trade alerts move very quickly. So any type of indices, if you don't see like Euro USD, if you don't see like currency crosses and you see crypto or something you don't understand, don't take it. So no SPX 500, no US 30, no NAS 100, no US oil. I don't want you taking any energies, commodities, indices, or metals, crypto right now. Just focus on your Forex crosses. I'm trying to see who else calls trade alerts in this group. I think those are.
Let's see. Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey Rojas. Okay, so when Jeffrey Rojas provides a trade alert, take it. If it's an indice, take it on a demo just so you can see it. But Jeffrey Rojas is, Mr. Unemployable. He's a great trader. He's very big on fundamentals. He's a big news guy, and he places trades for a long time. His trades, every trade I've ever taken from Jeffrey has completely slapped take profit. But Rosario, guys, and Sean Bruno, that's going to be your cup of tea. Those are the trades that you're going to want to take very consistently and religiously. And then when we go into our trade alerts group, guys, so all right, I'm going to explain to you how these trade alerts work. I'm going to be very transparent. We have a group in our trade alerts team called the Alchemist group and the Jam FX group. These are awesome traders. And what I did was I wanted them to provide trade alerts for the entire team. But I didn't want to take away value from them and what they're doing specifically. So these are their trade alerts, okay? But we have it branded completely differently. I make sure we don't see which traders are providing those alerts. So this way, people don't reach out to them from our group, because every time somebody provides an alert, you could just message them right away. And I wanted to, give them their privacy and let them have their value in that capacity. But these trade alerts, like you see this XRP and SPX 500, if you're newbies, you're not taking these because these are not for you. But this Euro NZD, NZD CHF, All of these trade alerts you're going to want to take. Now, the way these traders trade, they don't like to put their entry price, because a lot of these trade alerts, if you see, they're going for like TP3, TP4. But I would say if you get a trade alert and it's within like 10 minutes, you're pretty okay with taking the trade. After 10 minutes, you want to really go ahead and look at where the price is versus the take profit one. If it's still like 15, 20 pips away, or even 25 pips, there's some drawdown, it's still safe to get into the trade. So just manage your trades properly and look at your entry based off of where the take profit's going to be. But if you could scroll up a little bit, Nicholas, just so we could look at some of the other trade alerts. All right. So I want you to know the way these individuals trade is they will be looking at setups for a very long time, and then they'll load a bunch of trades at the same time. Okay. And the idea here is some of these traders live in Asia, they live in the Philippines. So they'll place these trades, go to sleep and wake up, and then manage the trades with profits and letting you know what happened. So I would say every single Forex cross you see, absolutely take it, at least to take profit one. And then we'll talk about trade management in a second, and we'll show you how you can go to take profit two and beyond.
Yeah. So just to reinforce, when you're brand new, just stick to the Forex crosses, okay? Because when you deal with the indices and the metals and crypto, you're dealing with high volatility. And if you're not prepared for that, it, it can actually give you anxiety. So just stick to the Forex crosses, okay? There's plenty of money to be made in Forex. I know sometimes you'll see screenshots from other people that are doing indices, and your inclination is, I want to do that too. But just trust the process and ease into it, okay? Once you start mastering these Forex crosses, you'll do a lot better. And, like some people on the team do when they take a Forex cross, trade alert, they'll go back later and analyze, why did it win, why did it lose, where did these things happen? Because until you're actually on the charts trading yourself, you need to break these down as well. So Ali, is there any trade alerts that are available now so we could do a demo, or do you want to just call one? Like, okay, now this is not something I want you guys to take on your live account. This is strictly for demo purposes. So if you have your demo account, follow along. Otherwise, you can have this recording later and you can follow along. So what I will do, like I said, there's two apps here, right? There's Telegram for the signals, and then there's MetaTrader for taking your trades. Now, for those of you that have MetaTrader, we're not going to get into the whole broker thing. We're going to have a separate video on how to set up a broker, because that'll take time. Just know that once you have your broker loaded in here, you can pick whatever currency you want. So let's just say Ali called a trade and you don't see it on this list. You're like, I don't see that one. You click the plus sign at the top, and then if it's a Forex cross, you go under Forex crosses, and you can see there's so many other pairs here that are not on the list. Okay, so what you want to do, let's just say we're doing Euro CAD, okay, the Euro versus the Canadian dollar. You just press that little green plus sign, press
Yeah,
done.
let's do that one because that's still valid.
Which one do you want
I
to
was
do?
saying that trade's still valid. Yeah, that trade's still valid, so we could run with it.
EuroCAD?
The GBP CAD.
GPCAD, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so GPCAD. So GPB, okay, now, do you want to look at the chart first or go straight into the trade?
Let's look at the chart.
Okay.
All right, cool. So with this trade alert, okay, and we'll look at the parameters here in a second. But with the GBP CAD, this is going to be it's a buy, right? So looking at this right now, let me just pull up my chart so I can look at it on my phone because mine looks a little different. All right, bet. So pretty much right now, the price is currently at 73025. Okay, so that's where price is at currently. Okay. And how you can tell is if you look at the screen here, there's this little gray bar that's showing you 1.73020. That's where price is at currently. Okay. So now whenever you see a buy trade alert call, your stop loss is always going to be below your entry. Okay. Or before your take profit. All right. Always. That's how you're going to know if it's a buy. If it's a sell, your stop loss is going to always be above your entry. Okay. I know a lot of times newbies get confused with that, but when you look at this chart, right, you can see that there was, maybe a little bit of a retest on the 4 hour here. Right now, it's sitting at a very nice zone. Okay. And to me, this is a great buy because it looks like we had a little bit of a pullback, came back and tested this area. And now it looks like it's about to do what it's supposed to do and it's about to buy back up. Okay. So for me, I'm looking at this, I'm analyzing this. I like the entry. I think it's gonna do what it's supposed to do 100% just because price has respected this level multiple times. So I'm gonna feel confident taking this trade, right? So once I've looked at the chart, I'm gonna go and I'm going to look at my Telegram chat. Okay. So let's go ahead and switch over to Telegram, Nick.
Okay. All right.
All right. So now scroll above the. It was sent at 8:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
7:25 for me. Right there. Okay. GPB CAD. Okay. I see it. All right. So hopefully
All right.
everybody
It
can
says,
see that at the bottom. GPB CAD.
all right.
So
So GBP CAD. Perfect. So once again, D, just to verify, if it's a buy, your stop loss is going to be below your entry. And what I mean by that is it'll be a lower number. So for instance, if you look at this trade alert setup right here, the stop loss is at a lower number than the entry or the take profit one because the stop loss is 7.71957.
okay.
Okay. So you're just going to go ahead and type that stop loss in there beautifully. 71957. Okay. Always go back and look at your Telegram to make sure you're typing in the correct numbers. Double check, triple check. It is what it is. Right. So now we look at the take profit.
If
Take
you're on
profit
take
one.
profit.
So
Yeah.
yeah, he already did the stop loss.
Oh, you did? Sorry. I missed that. Okay.
It's fine. Then your take profit is going to be 73839. All right.
Okay, so Ali,
So once
this is a good place to maybe show them the lot size. I mean, or do you want to just do a 0.01?
now we're gonna go through the lot size right now too. Okay. So when it comes to risk management, guys, the key here is to risk maybe anywhere from 2 to 4% of your account size. Okay. So let's do some basic math here. My mentors have always told me for like every thousand you have in your trading account, you want to make sure that you're going for like for instance for GBP CAD, you don't want to have a lot size bigger than 0.05. Okay. So that's like a 5 cent lot size. Now, the reason why it's important to have awesome risk management is because we're trying to compound our accounts every single day. Okay. So I could go in here and place this trade on a dollar lot size, and it's more than likely going to go in the right direction. But we're not trying to blow accounts here, guys. We're trying to stay in the game. We're trying to compound our accounts. We're trying to take, multiple trades throughout the day and get our PIP goals because that's what matters. Right. So in this case, we're going to imagine we have $1,000 account size. So we're just going to do a 5 cent lot size, right? 0.05. Everyone else, if you have a balance between like 100 and 400, you want to do like a 1 cent or a 2 cent lot size. Anything between like 500 and 1,000, you want to do like a 4 and 5 cent lot size, right? Be super conservative, understand the idea here, and really get this down conceptually. Okay. So now since we're placing a buy, we have adjusted our our lot size. We have incorporated the right stop loss, the correct stop loss. We've incorporated the correct take profit. Now, I do want to mention if you have an Android, this setup is a little different. Your take profit, I believe, is on the left-hand side, and then your stop loss is on the right-hand side, but it's still there. It's still going to say stop loss. It's still going to say take profit. It's the same exact concept. Nothing changes. Don't get confused by the layout. You're doing the same exact thing. Okay. Now, in order to enter this trade, Nicholas will just tap on buy. Boom. He's in the trade. It's as simple as that, guys. All right. So that's it. It's as simple as that. Now, I want to show you guys how to like manage your trades as well. So as you see, it shows you like take profit 1 and 2 and 3. There's a couple ways you could do this. You could do something called twin trading where you can get into multiple entries, right? So, Nicholas, do me a favor and trade that again.
Read off the numbers again.
All right. Yeah. So your stop loss, my brother, is going to be 73839. I'm sorry, 71957.
Okay.
And your take profit 2 is 74909.
7, 4. Okay.
All right, cool. So now go ahead and buy the market here. All right,
And
cool.
we had a little
So
bit of.
right there,
Okay.
that is how you do a twin trade. Is your
Um,
screen lagging?
it was lagging a little bit. Just so everybody knows, when you see the take profit and stop loss lines on my thing, you have to add those lines. It doesn't come standard. Your charts will come standard naked. We'll probably do another training on that. I'll just do a brief video to show you how to do that. That way we don't, spend too much time here. The purpose of this call is just to get those trade alerts in, okay? And then you can go pretty up the charts afterwards. You can change the colors and everything else. All right, go ahead, Ali.
Do me a favor, go back to your open trades if you can. All right. So here are his open trades, little drawdown, nothing to be worried about. This trade's going to play out. But my point is, this is one way you can go for take profit 1 and take profit 2. Now, the one thing that you really want to do, the best way to manage your trade, okay, is like, let's say you're going to go in for your take profit 1 and your take profit 2. So Nicholas is in the same trade with 2 entries, but he's actually in one trade, okay, with a 10-cent lot size, right? So what you can do, right, is you can take one trade, okay, and Nicholas, let's go ahead and edit this trade so I can kind of show people what's up.
Which one, top or bottom?
Doesn't matter. All right, cool. So what you can do here is, like, let's say we had one position open and let's say it's 15, 20 pips in profit. Nicholas can come in here and he can actually adjust his stop loss. He can move his stop loss into profit. He can go ahead and also change the lot size as well. You can close partials. So for instance, let's say you're up like 25, 30 pips and you're going for 70 pips. You can literally adjust that lot size and take it from a 5-cent lot size down to a 3-cent lot size.
Okay,
All
and
you have to do is
that's
just
on the other one. So there's 2 triggers here, right? So the check mark is if you want to take partials, and the pencil is if you want to modify your stop loss.
correct. So so that's how you would edit. You can do it on both. You can do it on the modify as well. Like on the take partials, it's going to allow you. Doesn't it allow you to change both?
I do my partials here. Like if I wanted to, close out 0.1, I could just close out 0.1 over there. But if you go
Yeah,
over
it'll
here,
also let you change your stop loss too.
yeah, but you can't take partials on the pencil, right?
No,
No. Okay.
you have to take it on the check mark. So you just adjust your you would adjust your actual lot size there. It'll allow you to take partials or close your trade with a partial loss if you wanted to. I don't know why you would, but you could. And then it allows you to adjust your stop loss. And then you could just go ahead and change your take profit from take profit 1 to take profit 2. So all you do is you go in there and you just adjust the parameters in the most simple fashion, the same exact way you put in the parameters for you to take the trade is what you would do here to adjust the trade. Super simple. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah, so this was take profit number 2. So what Ali is saying, let's use a better example. Let's use take profit number 1. So I should have clicked on that. So let's say take profit number 1 is actually in profit. It's hit take profit 1. So if you want, before it hits take profit 1, you can move your stop loss up to like break even or maybe a few pips in profit. And then you could take your take profit 2 and roll it up. And in that way, you're in a risk-free trade. The worst that can happen to you is you break even or make a couple of pips, but you've taken yourself out of the equation of losing money. And just so you guys know, sometimes the market will come back and hit your stop loss after you move it, but it's always better to take a small profit than take a loss. So don't get mad if, every once in a while you don't get as much pips as you want, because it's always better to win something than lose something. But anyways, so let me just look in the questions. Yeah, as far as Android, my advice would be to upgrade to iPhone. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. It's a little bit different in the Android world. I'm not sure why that is. Can you? I don't. Okay, let's see. Why at this hour? Okay, so Ali, why is it a good time to take this trade on the 4-hour chart as opposed to a different chart?
I mean, you can look at it from any capacity. I mean, the 4 hour is the best way to look at structure and kind of what's going on. I mean, I'm a big believer in looking at the 4 hour to decide whether you're going to get into a trade based off of where the candlesticks close. And then I like to look for my entries on the lower time frames, like the 15-minute, the 45-minute, the 30-minute, 5-minute, for your entries, because that's where you're going to get your snipers. But the 4 hour, the close is so important, right? It really helps you see what's going on, get a good picture of it, and really understand whether you're going to take it. Especially because, in my opinion, when I trade, the 4 hour support and resistance that I usually navigate through always give me the clearest answers for whether I'm going to get into a trade or not. Because if you look at this right here on the 4 hour, at no point in time has this ever broken structure, right? This is a completely in a bullish momentum. Every single candle that has closed has either been a higher high or like a higher low. There has not been a lower low created. So market structure to me is that this is a bullish momentum. Could you catch sells on this? Absolutely. I mean, look, price came down from just above 73,890 all the way down to 73,08, right? Or 005. So to me, you can always, catch trend reversal trades. That's not a problem. But, you always want to, when you're providing trade alerts and when you're trading with other people, you always want to go with the trend. You want to make sure that you're placing those trades in the 4 hour is really, in my opinion, the best way to get the overall picture of everything. Jan, that's a great question. So I love this question and I really want to get into it. But before I do, Nicholas, did you want to add anything else?
No, well, let me read the question. Go ahead and answer the question. The only thing I wanted to do is, just every once in a while step away from the technical side, because I know one thing that people kind of stress over is when like 6 or 7 signals come in at the same time and they don't have the balance, which one to pick.
Yeah. So my whole thing is with if you don't have the balance, right? You don't want to over leverage your account. So if let's say you have a $500 balance or $100 balance, you have to be able to look at that trade or those trades and say, all right, if I get into, let's just say 4 trades, and let's say each stop loss is 10 pips and I'm going in on a 1 cent lot size, if every single trade hits stop loss, how much of my account am I risking? Right? How much of my account am I risking through all 4 trades? If I'm going to take all 4 trades, if I hit stop loss on all of them and I risk, 6% of my account, is that worth it? Right? If a 6% risk is worth it, then, take all 4 or 5 trades that come through and take the trades, go to take profit one, trail that stop loss into profit, be in a risk-free trade, you'll never lose. Right? That's the whole idea. Um, so as far as the copying and pasting is concerned, guys, and you're not doing your own analysis and you're taking other people's trades, just be very, very cautious about how many entries you get into. Always respect your account balance. Don't try to do more than what your account can handle. If you actually want to learn how to trade and you're understanding the process, wouldn't taking signals take away from that? So the answer to that is yes. If you really, really, really 110% want to learn how to trade on your own, taking trade alerts does 2 things, right? Because this is a battle I faced. My battle was, I would look at, let's say, GBP JPY, which is one of my favorite pairs to trade, and I would say, hey, I'm going long on GBP JPY. I'm going to be in this trade for like 9 hours. I'm going to catch like 60, 70 pips and everything's going to be great. And then long story short, I see a trade alert come through that says sell GBP JPY. And I'm like, but why? Right. And then that's something that would mess with me psychologically. And then I wouldn't get into either trade. And then my analysis was right. And so I do recommend that if you're really like trying to hone in on your skill set, like take the trade alerts because they're profitable, guys, and they're going to make you money. So it's worth taking them, but don't allow that to deter you from what you're going to be doing in the market. So just be very careful and mindful about it. But as far as copying and pasting, still don't get how to put in multiple take profits. If you don't understand it now, don't worry about it. Just focus on take profit one and stop loss. If you're confused, the more you do it, the better it will become. What I'll do is I'll actually get into some live trades within the next 24 hours, and I'll just, show you guys how I'll record my screen and make a video on how to trail your stop loss and a profit, and how to take partials and move your take profit into take profit two and all that stuff. I'll just make a quick video on how you guys can trade manage. But don't let this stuff confuse you guys. This is the easiest thing since, anything in my opinion. When I first learned how to trade, guys, there was no Zoom meeting, there was no YouTube video. Somebody just told me download MetaTrader 4, and I did. And I went through everything and I played around and I placed a couple demo trades and I figured it out on my own completely. So y'all are in a 10 times better position. Things might be confusing, but it doesn't mean it's not going to get easier as time goes on. Just focus on the take profit one and that stop loss. Take the trade alerts, like I said, on a demo account, prove the concept. And then once you guys are ready, you can step into the next realm, which is trade management. It took me about 2 months to really understand how to manage my trades properly. And make it second nature to me. So if it takes time, guys, don't worry about it. You're none of you on this call are going to become a millionaire in the next month trading. It's not going to happen. I'll be the first one to tell you that. It's going to take time. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, so
but let's.
Yeah, so a couple of questions. As far as May's question, what are the moving averages? Everybody's chart's going to be different on indicators. I don't want to get too deep into that, but if you wanted to know, it's the 50, the 10, and the 3. So the 50, 10, and 3 on the moving averages. But I didn't want to delete all my indicators because it would take time to put them all back on. Preferably, it would have been better to just have an empty chart to show you how to do this. But, I'll do another session later to show people how to color their charts, add indicators. So, okay, we have another question. Can we repeat the entry one more time? So the entry on the last trade. Okay, so let's see. Okay, well, okay, yeah, we can either do one more example. Do you have anything else that looks like it's setting up, Ali, or? My audio's cutting in and out. I don't know what's up with my Zoom the last couple of days. All right, Ali, can you hear me fine?
Yeah. I'm just looking real quick.
Oh yeah, okay. It says my
charts.
connection is unstable. That's odd.
1 second. Who do you have for your internet, bro?
Spectrum. They charge me enough for good service.
All right, let's check this out.
And while you're doing that, let me check the questions.
Dude, you can get into this AJ buy. So we could pull up
the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be right over here. You can pull up that chart. And that's what we're looking like on the 4-hour.
All right. This is a really good entry too, because we're on a nice little pullback. I like this entry a lot. Once again, guys, looking at market structure, we're creating some higher highs, which is super exciting. I like that. Sitting on this nice area, this nice zone of resistance. I like it. Look at all these wick rejections. Price is totally respecting that area a lot. We got a nice break and retest, and we're going to see like a nice boom. So I'm super stoked about that. So Nicholas, let's get in this trade for a buy. So let's go ahead and trade this bad boy. This is going to be our entry for AJ. And what we're going to do is, once again, we're going to assume that we have $1,000 account. So we're just going to take one entry here, guys, for take profit one, and we're only going to put in the stop loss. So Nicholas, let's go ahead and change the stop loss. Will be 78.602. Your take profit one is going to be 79.163. Okay, and let's adjust our lot size to a 5-cent lot size. All right, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to buy that.
Okay, everybody's caught up before I press buy? Let me just leave that number up there for a minute or a few seconds. Can you just drop a 1 in the chat if you've got those numbers plugged in already? Okay. All right, cool. All right, so we're doing a 5-cent lot on this AJ buy. I'll go ahead and go to the trade window and open it up so you can see the numbers again. All right. So as far as the chart, so what you were looking at this pullback right here, these two candles, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And to me, I'll be honest. The when this trade alert came out, it's a little bit of an aggressive entry. I personally would have liked. I probably would have waited another, 4 8, maybe 4 or 6 hours before I personally entered it. But still, great entry. This trade will play out just from looking at the whole entire market structure and this entire price respecting this area right here. It's a key zone. But yeah, it's a good trade.
As you can see, the stop loss, it's hard to see because it's a little bit faint. But here, let me get my hash marks. Okay. Let's see. Can you guys not? Okay, there we go. There's my crosshair. So that's where the stop loss is, where my crosshair ends up, right there. Perfect. Yeah, there's a little bit of a lag, but that's where the stop loss is. So you guys can see it a little better. Okay, let me just let these people in.
And Nicholas, if you want to see the take profit, if you want to see the take profit, just change the time frame, Yaddle.
The daily or weekly? Oh.
Zoom out. Just let you zoom out.
How far?
There's your take profit right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's okay. It's harder to see there. Let me. Okay, maybe on the hourly. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Sorry about the lag, everybody.
Yeah, the MT4 phone is a little weird when your take profit's like a little bit above your entry.
Yeah.
But yeah, this thing, guys, as you can see, look at this complete, bear bullish momentum. It's totally not oversold yet because we saw it on the weekly. It still has a lot of room to grow. So yeah, guys, and don't freak out with drawdown. Just, it's part of the process. Your stop loss shows up different on MetaTrader 4 than you actually put in. So just go ahead and adjust it then.
And Donovan, I'm not sure how you got stopped out on. They're still running, but maybe they're getting close to getting stopped out. I don't know. No.
No, they're not.
Okay.
No, I just probably put in the wrong parameter. So this is what I mean, guys. You guys have to always be on your demos, get through the mistakes. Like it's just part of the process. You know what I mean? So, but that's that, guys. I mean, it's super simple. It just becomes second nature. But like I said, just get on a demo, guys. Start a demo account, and just place every single trade alert that you see, on here. Now, I do know that we have somebody on here who's an awesome trader. If we want to give Rose an opportunity to maybe just chime in a little bit, give
That's
these
funny.
individual.
I just messaged her. Rose, you can unmute yourself if you want.
I'm here. Sorry. Hello. Hi, everybody.
What's up, sis?
I actually just woke up. So, it's about 3:30 here in Orlando, and I usually trade early mornings. With the epic signals, you guys are all gonna realize who's gonna be your favorite educator, who's gonna be the ones that you want to hop on their trading sessions very fast as you take their trades. Oh, hello. The best tip that I can give is to, and this is what Coach Max says as well, is to focus on 3 trading pairs, and master those pairs. Watch those charts, because that's something that I learned within a week, is to start reading charts. And my chart that I like to follow is not a Forex pair, it's NAS 100. And I'm always watching it. You know how you guys watch football games and your whatever else you watch on TV or anything, if you guys do watch TV, is to really focus on the pair, like really watch it, because you'll be able to you'll be able to catch different patterns. You'll be able to you see how Ali was looking at his chart, he knew what to call out, is because he watches the chart, or he knows it very well. So I'm not sure what else you guys are talking about because I came on super late. But those are a good trade that, I mean, not a good trade. Those are the good things that I know that I follow every day with my team.
Well, so
So
it was more, how you started, with a different perception of what you wanted to do. Then you hit the books, you went through the university, but more importantly, you weren't taking trade signals blindly. You were actually analyzing them, finding out why they hit, why they did not hit, and what you can learn from that.
yeah. So when I first started taking epic signals, and I'm brand new. So in November 4th is when I started taking signals. When I won my first signal, I did go through the university to see why. Actually, I think I messaged Joshua Rosario because he was the educator whose signal I took. I messaged him and I said, wow, I won 40 cents. And he explained why. He's like, yes, because this candle went up this way. And I was like, what? That didn't make sense to me. So because I didn't know what candles were and because I didn't know how to, to look at them correctly, I went through the candlestick Bible in a weekend. And then after I read that Bible, it really made sense. And then I started looking at charts. And then I think I took a trade from a US 30 trade from Domo, who's another educator inside of Epic. And I lost big. I think I lost like $300 in my demo account. And then I messaged him. Well, I talked to him during a trading session, and then he explained what had happened. So I only had so much money inside my account at the time, in my demo account. And with US 30, it always has a strong drawback. And if you don't have enough money, which he always talks about, if you don't have so much money in your account, don't take the trade. But me being the dummy, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take it. So then I learned very fast, US 30 is really not for me. It can make you a lot of money, but it's not a trade. Remember how I mentioned you're going to learn who's going to be your favorite educator. You're going to learn what pairs you want to take, whatever. I learned really fast about US 30. So always need to go start. So yeah, you always need to, I strongly suggest, as you're taking the epic signals, go through the university. If you lose a trade, go message I find them on Facebook. I found all the educators on Facebook. And then I messaged them there. Now, don't annoy the educators with just like 10,000 questions, because you have to remember there's a whole bunch of different people from Epic University messaging them. But what I did was I introduced myself. I very nicely asked them like, hey, and I complimented them. You always want to compliment and appreciate the educators because they love that kind of stuff. They want to feel appreciated. So when you message them, talk to them very nicely and be like, so I took a trade and it didn't work out. Or if you did take a trade and it did work out, let them know, thank you, congratulations, and they will be eager to help you guys. So whether you lose or win, always analyze the trades. And I definitely recommend, as you're taking the epic signals, go through the university and learn how to do the candlestick Bible, because that really, really helped me out. How many signals should we be taking each day? Take them all.
Thank you.
Every single one. I still take every single one. I don't take every single one because sometimes my timing is off. But if you can catch it, take it. The more you practice, the better you're going to become.
And you're talking about
and the more you're consistent, the better you're going to become. What was that?
You're talking about on demo, correct?
Oh yeah, on demo. Yes, demo. What about when we go live?
Yeah,
no, you shouldn't even go live. Yeah, and you shouldn't go live until you know you will know if you're confident. You will know when you'll just know when you're ready. Like when you, I think you shouldn't read a chart.
Hey, Matt asked a pretty good question. He said 90% of the signals come around 1 and 5 a.m. Cali time. It's hard to catch them when I'm asleep. I'll be honest with you. I trade my sleep for money. I do.
Exactly. Me too.
And I'm not a big napper. I don't nap throughout the day. So I just kind of go with, it's just part of the process though. That's the thing. Like the one thing that
Yeah.
you guys have to understand is you're learning a skill set that's going to free you from the job, right? So you just have to make a decision. Am I going to, not change certain things about my life today so that I could stay on the current path that I'm on for the next 30, 40 years until I retire? Or am I willing to just go through it a little bit for the next like 6 to 12 months, create the foundation, really learn this thing, tackle it, and learn to feed my family and fish for myself for the rest of my life? And that's something I can't make you see the vision on that. I could talk all day long about how much Forex has changed my life, how much has changed Rose's life, how much has changed Nicholas's life, Ashok's life, and all the other traders, right? I could tell you Elisa's story 100,000 times, but you have to see the vision for yourself. I can't make you see it, and that's just being as blunt and as, realistic as possible. But I will say, you'll see the trade alerts come out in batches. Like you'll see some, like my Asian traders, they're placing trades, probably like 10 o'clock their time before they're going to sleep in the Philippines. And then they're waking up and then they're managing their trades and letting us know what happened to those trades when they wake up for their morning, right? Then I have other traders on the East Coast, Mountain Time, Central Time, and EST, who are going to be placing their trades during London and New York session or that crossover, which is a time that we all sleep. Now, there are other things that you could do. I'm not going to talk about them right now because I'm not trying to confuse anybody, but as time progresses, you can always reach out and say, hey, look, like I'm ready to step up my copying and pasting or my trade alert game, and I can hook you up with some stuff that could help you with that.
Yeah.
So as far as like the recommended number of signals to take, once again, guys, on a demo account, take every single one, because it's going to, number one, like I said in the beginning of the call, prove your concept. Okay. It's going to allow you to see the vision, right? And you can go back and check the analysis as to why the trade hit take profit, why it hit stop loss, whatever the case may be, right? On a live account, you're going to not over leverage your account. So if you're in 4 trades and you're already leveraging 20% of your account, do not get in another entry. I don't care if it's the cleanest entry in the world and it's going to slap 150 pips, don't take it, right? That's just the discipline that you have to have as a trader, is not to over leverage your account. So I personally never risk overall more than 10% of my account in multiple entries when I'm live. I don't care if my balance is $100,000, $500, or $5,000. Hope that makes sense.
Okay.
That definitely makes sense, because I made the mistake, and this is a newbie thing that I know I do a lot. I'll put out like 10 trades and then I realize the drawbacks, because all of a sudden I'll be in profit in it, and then in my head I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna make so much money, and then all of a sudden I see it dropping to the red, and I was like, no. Yep. So definitely only take like 4 or 5, I don't know, 3 trades at a time until you become way better at it.
Yeah, but as far as, okay, D, I understand your question. So like, let's say you have to have a goal for the day, right? And I don't want to make this call an hour long, so we're probably going to end it here. But you have to have a pip goal, right? If your pip goal is 100 pips a day or 50 pips a day, when you hit it, you're done. Don't look at your profits, okay? If you catch 50 pips and you've only made $10 or $50 or $100, whatever the case may be, right? If you've done that, then don't focus on the money, right? Focus on the pip count, because if you catch 50 pips with a $100 balance, you can catch 50 pips on a $10,000 balance. That's the goal, right? So if you want to catch 150 pips a day, once you hit 150, you could look at the cleanest setup, dead in the face. If you hit your goal, you got to walk away from that trade, because you never know what can happen, right? Maybe you didn't check the news, and all of a sudden there's a red folder there, and next thing you know, the trade goes completely sideways, completely against technicals, and now you've just brought down your pip count to 75 instead of 150. Now you're out here chasing trades to try to hit your goal, and next thing you know, now you're in the negative. So that's just my recommendation. This is 80% up here, guys. Trading is all in the psych. I know there's some things that are confusing to some people right now, and that's okay. That's okay. When you first drove a car, did you know how to drive it? No. When you first rode a bike, you didn't know how to drive your bike. You didn't know how to ride your bike. When you first, your first semester in college, how awkward and weird was that? Your first day on the job, your first day at a new school. It's corny. It sucks. you got to go through it, but just go through it on a demo. And that's it for me. Hopefully this was able to open your eyes and you guys can see it. But Nicholas, I'm going to go ahead and pass it back over to you, my
All
bro.
right, thank you very much. Everybody, please drop some fire in the chat for Ali for, you know, spending an hour with us to help us with these trade signals. This is something I want to start doing every week. Maybe we can bring on different people. But what I want to do is, I mean, it's part of the onboarding process. You guys are going to have new people that join your teams and stuff. And this is the number one thing that they have to learn right out of the gate, because we want them to be in a profitable situation as soon as possible. So while they're going through the university and learning from Coach Max and the other educators, we want them to start taking trade signals. Obviously, we want you to start in demo, like Rose and Ali were saying. When you're in demo, take them all, analyze those trades, because your demo account is probably going to have more money than your actual account. So it gives you more flexibility to take more, and then just kind of refine your skills from that point. But like Ali was saying, when you go live, have a goal for the day. If your goal is 20 pips per day, then don't get carried away and take multiple trades, because like I said, you have to remember what trades you took also, you know, because this is a business. If you just don't treat it like a hobby and just start clicking on everything, treat it like a business. You have to get a return on investment. Okay. So we will do this every week. Okay. We're going to have these onboarding kind of copy and paste sessions. And it's not just for new people. Some people have been in the company for a couple of months and they still haven't started this. So this is for you too. So anyways, we're at 1 hour. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this call. I'll get the recording up later this evening. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I'm sorry we couldn't get to everybody's questions, but we're going to do this every week. All right. So you all have a blessed day. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ali, Rose. Thank you, all the leaders and the host. We appreciate you, and we'll be back next week. Thank you very much. Take care.